177 years ago this week, the Miami Indians were removed from what is now Fort Wayne. Almost 2 centuries later, the Miami people are still working to preserve their culture in the Summit City. Fox 55's Troyce Grant spoke to a member of the Miami Nation about this historical week and their efforts to keep the Miami culture alive. She is live this evening at Headwaters Park with more on this. Troyce?
Yes, Tara, I'm standing on the exact rivers where the Miami Nation settled many years ago, and I actually spoke with Diane Hunter, who's an active member of the Miami tribe and who still resides here actually in Fort Wayne. And she said that just part of this time of the year, they want to remind people that their culture still exists in the fabrics of Fort Wayne. This time of the year, many people associate the Columbus Day holiday with a long weekend or extra rest time. But for the people of the Miami Nation, this week is about reminding Hoosiers their culture is still here and growing. Diane Hunter is part of the Nation and works in Fort Wayne to help preserve and teach about her culture.
Cultural revitalization. And so as we remember with sorrow what our ancestors suffered, we also rejoice that we can now relearn and remember what they would have taught us had they remained.
The Fort Wayne Parks and Rec Department also tries to make sure they get the Nation's input about what is the most respectful way to recognize them. Alec Johnson with Planning says they try to meet with representatives periodically.
We know that the Miami Nation was in this area around the river, and the rivers were important, and so that's when we got that message from them that we're less interested in interpretive signs that tell about our past and more interested in talking about the fact that we're here now.
Chief Little Turtle has a memorial on Lawton Street, and Anna Skoka is from the Spirun Neighborhood Association. She says that part of her job is to educate residents about the history of their neighborhood.
Really, this whole street, this whole neighborhood is a burial ground. And so what our neighborhood association and a group of neighbors here are trying to do is to honor that and make certain that we do not defile their burial ground.
Yes, and as you heard, that it really takes a community effort to not only preserve but respect the Miami Nation's culture. And coming up at 6, we're going to hear more about what the Nation is doing at this time of the year. Live in Fort Wayne, I'm Troyce Grant, Fox 55 News.